Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket to the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for New England.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Patriots are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there for the Patriots. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf, 73 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, your front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for it all.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it a second down.
Brings up second and 3.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Patriots.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got the first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a handoff looking right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now they try the right side here. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Let's go. At the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 24. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the out, watch the out. Hey, what's up? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check Mike, check Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. And they've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Hands it off out of the gun. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their back's against the wall. Now he dumps this off over the middle. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.